The Season 2 Reloaded update is finally here, and with that, in the Modern Warfare Zombies mode, we have a new mission in the Act 4, leading us down a new portal where we're following Revanov and Fletcher into the new Aether Rift. If you are looking for the guide on how to unlock the Easter egg and unlock the new rift, which is located on the hill in Tier 3, you have found yourself at the right video. Today, we are going to be going over where to discover these new relics and how to unlock the rift itself, whether you're solo or with the squad, which comes hand in hand in the new mission portal that you have to enter into for this new Season 2 Reloaded update. Now, the Modern Warfare Zombies community has waited a long time for some sort of new missions and has been quite stale in terms of what we can and cannot do while we've just been sitting around waiting for this type of update. So I am very hopeful in the future for Season 3 that they do have a revamped version of this game mode like they did with DMZ, because I think there's a lot of potential here. Yes, we love that traditional round-based zombies, but there is something here that they can build on. They just have to put more focus into this game mode and in giving the community that plays this what they want, and I think they have something really special here. Now, to get things started here, there will be that new mission that everyone can do and has available to them, and this new mission portal is going to be located at the border of F4 or F3 on your actual map. Once you make your way there, it's fairly easy to find. It is going to be marked in plain view and also on your map for you to be able to go to the second you drop into the game. But then you're going to make your way there, activate the portal, 10-second countdown will begin, and then you're going to enter that new Dark Aether Rift. Now, you can absolutely do this solo if you would like to. It's fairly easy to do. I would say have at least a PAP2 crystal on whatever weapon you have and a rare or legendary item, because the zombies in here are just Tier 2 type zombies. Now, to make this even quicker, you can go in with a Scorcher, but it is not needed at all. The second you enter into the Dark Aether, you're going to turn left and there's going to be this huge cargo ship that is right next to you. You're going to want to turn around and head towards the back end of that cargo ship in order to get on the ship itself in the open area, where you're going to see the first seal. Now, this first seal is containing the MMA Fighter Glove Relic. And I want to say this is more of just the blueprints that you're getting, because you need to convert these relics into more of that legendary version of the relic in order to actually open that Dark Aether Rift. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. So to start things off, you're going to activate that seal. As soon as it's activated, there is going to be a circle that's around, and with these seals, they always need to collect zombie souls. So right when you activate it, an insta-kill will be available. Once you use that insta-kill, you're going to want to fight the zombies with just your fists. And once you kill a zombie with your fist, that's going to activate the seal to collecting the souls. And once it collects enough souls, it will drop those MMA fighter gloves for you to be able to stow. And that's just going to be the first relic that we can go ahead and claim in the reward rift. So your next seal is actually going to be behind that cargo ship and behind the stadium. And on the map, if you look when you're in game, it's going to be between E4 and F4. And it's going to be at the point where there's a dirt road, and it's where 4 streets or 4 roads meet in the middle of the crossroad. And the seal is going to be right in that middle. So as soon as you activate it, another circle is going to pop up, and this is to get the target relic. So in order to complete this portion, what you're going to need to do is kill zombies within that circle by just getting critical headshots only. Once you've completed this seal, it's going to open up a new rift for you to be able to collect that target relic for you to be able to stow and to take out of the game when you exit the rift. Now, the final relic here is going to be in between the I8 and I9. If you open up your map right on that line, it's going to be directly in the middle there. And this is where we're going to find the Pristine Mirror Relic. Now, for this relic, there are 4 different types of ammo mods that you need to use. You don't need to bring them into the game because it will provide you those ammo mods by breaking the mirrors that circle around the seal. Now, this is going to require a little bit of attention to detail here. So when the circle opens up, there's going to be fire, and I'm pretty sure the same order stays the same regardless, but you're going to need to use the fire ammo mod for the first seal mission. Now, once it collects enough souls, it's going to change colors, and this time you're going to need to use the Creo ammo mod and get however many kills is needed in order to fulfill the souls required within that portion. And then afterwards, it's going to be Deadwire, and after that will be the final one with Brain Rot. Now, in order to unlock these ammo mods, again, you just have to go to those mirrors, press X to break it for that mod, and then use it on your weapon when it comes time to activate and kill the zombies using that actual ammo mod. But once you complete that, another rift will open up and you'll be able to collect the Pristine Mirror and stow it away. So when you exit, you will have that for the next main game lobby to unlock the reward rift. And then once you have that, you're going to want to go ahead and exfil once you get all 3 so you can secure them and keep them in your rucksack, because we're going to need it for the next round to getting these from purple to gold to actually place on the pedestals to unlock that final Dark Aether Rift. Well, now you're probably thinking, okay, Mayhem, I have these relics, but how do I get them to gold? Well, this is where you're going to need to hop into another game in the main map and bring in all of these relics, including the drum, in order to unlock this final rift. Now, each relic has a hint or a verbiage that's listed with each relic, and that is your main hint of where to go on the big map. For the pristine mirror, it does say a family heirloom from one who now rests in peace. Now that rest in peace is your big indication that this is going to be at the cemetery on the big map. So when you're at the cemetery, thankfully there is a crypt that has the engraving of the actual pristine mirror. And this is where you're gonna make the offer of that relic mirror. Now, once you make that offer, a zombie glowing in red will appear and pop up. And what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to actually use the ammo mods in the glowing tower in order to kill this zombie. Now, when I first started, I had no idea if there was a particular mod that needed to be used. So I just activated all the mods in my gun and started using that to kill the zombie. And once I killed the zombie, it dropped the gold version of the pristine mirror relic. Next, we have the target relic. Now, the verbiage here on the target relic is practice makes perfect, from the perfect place to practice. Now, that's a lot of P's going on there, but this is a clear indication that we need to go to the target range, which is located on the map as well. Now, there is a easier trick here. When I first unlocked this, I didn't understand that till the second time. What you're gonna do is go inside the target range, and there's going to be a location right in front of where everybody stands to shoot their weapons, an option to be able to offer this relic. Now, when you offer this relic, a bunch of different targets are going to rise up that are glowing red, but what you want to do is save the one in front of you as the last target you're going to shoot, because once you shoot that final target, it will summon another zombie glowing in red, and you can only kill that zombie by bringing it inside the target range. If you shoot one of the targets outside of that target range, you're going to have to navigate and lead that zombie to the target range and kill him within the target range. Now, there is a time limit to do this, so that's why I highly recommend saving that last target that is actually inside the target range as the last target you're going to shoot. Now, for the MMA Gloves relic, this one is a little bit different, but make sure you understand that it is MMA gloves, and that gives you the biggest hint of where to go. But the description reads, youth-size grappling gloves bought where they were most often used. Now, the youth size kind of threw me off, but I only know of one place that has a boxing ring, and that is where the location is on the map. And normally that's where an Outlast contract is as well. So when you make your way there, you're going to offer these MMA gloves to the middle of the ring, and it's going to just take your gloves and nothing's going to happen. But what you need to do is either melee the punching bags that are located off to the right of the ring, and the second you do this, those boxing bags are going to light up on fire. And once the third one does, it's going to summon a zombie wearing gold gloves, and you just got to beat that zombie down. Once you kill that zombie by beating him, it's going to drop the gloves, and you'll have the last gold version of the relics being the MMA gloves. And that's how you unlock the Easter egg here for the Dark Aether Rift. Once you have all these items that are gold, you can then make your way to the new Dark Aether Rift that is located in tier 3 on the hilltop by the tower. And each one of these pedestals is going to have those relics engraved inside the pedestal itself, so you know what item to place on each pedestal. Once you do that, the Dark Aether Rift will open, and then there's going to be a more higher value target mimic that is EMP blast that can actually shock you. That's going to pop through that actual rift that you're going to have to defeat as well. But once you do that, you have now unlocked that Dark Aether Rift, so you can go into tier 3 or use one of the sigils that you have maybe in your stash to bring in to enter that Dark Aether Rift to get an Elder Sigil. And the Elder Sigil Rift is where you're going to actually be able to unlock all these new schematics that have just been introduced in Season 2 Reloaded. And lastly, there is a really special Easter egg for those OG Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies players. There is the 115 song that you can find and activate inside of Modern Warfare Zombies, and it is located in these 3 areas. When you make it to the final spot where you fight the boss when entering that Act 4 portal rift, to the right when you first enter in, underneath the porta potties is going to be one of the first stones that you can activate and collect. The next one's going to be on the left hand side by the barrels and boxes, and you can collect that as well. And the final one's going to be inside the stadium announcer's box, and there's going to be that third stone to collect to be able to play the 115 music. I think it's an excellent callback to the nostalgia of this game, and it was great that they put it in there as well, and it was easy to spot right away. Everybody knew exactly what it was when we saw it. And that's going to do it for this guide. Hopefully this was useful and helpful, and if you did make it to the end of this video, go ahead and hit the like button for this video as well, and sub to the channel so you can go ahead and get awesome videos just like this in the future. I think this was a great update, but I'm looking for more quality of life updates to the game itself. At the very beginning, seems like a game that was built to just play once or twice in a day. Clearly the community wants to be able to play more than that within a day, and I hope they increase the stash sizes here and bring some sort of wallet system into the game so the community has something that they actually want in terms of quality of life. And I look forward to see what Season 3 does hold for Modern Warfare Zombies. Hopefully a lot more and a lot quicker updates than what we had to wait for this Season 2 Reloaded update. That's going to do it for me. Until next time, peace.